Hello and welcome guys, and today we've got my Multiverses tier list, and we've had Evo, we've had the LAN, so we know what characters are good, know what characters are bad, get played, don't get played in twos, and in ones it kind of goes the same way. A character that's good in twos will likely be good in ones, bar a few. This tier list I will be covering 2v2, but then I'll talk about the ones aspect because this tier list is only slightly tweaked for ones. Anyway, let's get right into it with the first person and the number one character being Bugs Bunny. Now, Bugs Bunny is getting a nerf, right? We've heard this, we know this. Bugs Bunny is by far the best character in the game for ones and twos. Unbelievable combos, unbelievable spacing. One of the best characters like you could ever ask for, and feels like they're playing a different game sometimes. And it's a bit ridiculous. And a close but not too close number two, who I'm actually putting a tier down because this is the Bugs tier. This isn't S tier, this is Bugs tier. And if you're watching this after he gets nerfed, right, he'll probably be somewhere in S, in A or B, you know, because I think the reason there's no S is because I think every character is viable in this game. A is just a tier for good characters who are very strong, and B is average characters. C is just below average, and you're going to see it's a very stacked tier list, but we're going to try and order them. So in A tier, as number two character in the game, we've got Velma. Unbelievable spacing, unbelievable kill options, cooldown reduction for your teammate. Do you know what I mean? Just a very good character. So many cooldowns, so many projectiles, exactly what you want. Coming in at third is a weird choice, but Tom and Jerry. Again, so much zoning. These are all mage-like characters, right? These are all of them really mage-like characters. I know Velma's a support, but still. And they're going to have to do some tweaks with projectile characters because they are seeming to be slightly too good right now. And it's frustrating everyone, including me. But these are the top three characters. So a lot of the teams ran Bugs Velma, Tom and Jerry Velma, you know, Tom and Jerry Bugs, you know. You got a lot of Velmas, Bugs, and Tom and Jerry's. And it was a good tournament to watch. And coming in at fourth, by the way, you'll be surprised because obviously the winners didn't use Bugs or Velma. But yeah, which was quite insane, by the way. But number four coming in at is obviously Wonder Woman should be here, right? Wonder Woman should be here by tournament results, but Wonder Woman's not. It's Batman. You see, Batman with the Batarang is so good. With the grapple, is unbelievable in 2v2. And in 1v1, he is above Velma, I think. I think he's number two in 1v1. So that's the only thing that changed. If I don't mention it, it stays the same in 1v1. So yeah, they are unbelievable. You'll see a lot of these top four characters right here. A lot of the team comps will have one of them in. I think almost all the team comps have one of these characters in, especially Bugs. He's ridiculous. Batman's probably getting a little bit of a Batarang nerf. Tom and Jerry might be getting a small nerf. Velma might be getting a nerf. But Bugs is definitely getting a nerf, 100%. And then coming in just, oh, by the way, when it comes to Iron Giant and LeBron, they'll kind of go last, just because I think that they're very weird characters, and they're gonna need a bit of explaining to do because they weren't in the tournament, so we don't actually know how good they are. Number four, we're gonna put Wonder Woman, but I'm just doing this because tournament results. You see, everyone thought Wonder Woman was bad. Everyone thought Wonder Woman was B or C. Just out of pure insane tournament results and what we saw from the Wonder Woman, we're keeping Wonder Woman up here. In one, she's good as well, but this is purely like results based. I would class other characters better than her, but like I would put Superman above her. But the result we saw shows she can do it on LAN, and then she's a very good and easier character to play on. Online. So she goes higher for online. And then we got Superman. These are all characters you can play and do unbelievably well with. Now, Superman is crazy. Early kills, lives long. The laser eyes from the air is insane. One of the fastest characters in the game, surprisingly. And overall, an amazing character in twos and ones. And now, if this was a twos tier list, I'd put Finn here. But because it's a bit of both, we're going to, again, have to stop Finn here. Because I think Finn is number three in the entirety of the game for ones, and he sits in A tier for twos as well, so we're going to put him there. So like we see all of these characters you would have seen at LAN, all these characters you would have seen being insane. The hitboxing on Finn is good, the speed is good, the shop is unbelievable, especially the projectile blocking, all really, really good. And this leads Finn to be an absolutely insane character. You saw him on LAN again. If you saw a character on LAN in top 16, top 32, then you know he's going to be good. We also saw some cool Finn matches and some smaller tournaments in 1v1s, and he is overall really good. Now we're getting into B tier, which is you're gonna feel some characters you might feel a bit like should be an A, but that is for the characters at the top for me. Bugs, it's just Bugs, so it's different. We can't have an S tier because that has Bugs. He does everything right. But then we'll just go through these quicker. We have Jake. Jake is top of B. He's right, and same with Shaggy. Those two are the top of B. Like they're only missing a few things. Like Jake is missing an unbelievable recovery. Like he can get back to stage, but if you're playing against a good player, you'll probably get an edge guarded. But makes up for a good kill, confirmed, good range, good pressure, good combos, you know, everything like that. Shaggy, the only reason he is not higher is because that sandwich and charge mechanic is really good in ones, and in twos it's sometimes hard to like play around it. And other characters' projectiles are just better. But his knee, his neutral air, his jab and his neutral tilt on the ground, so the super armor is overall amazing speed, and that when you get powered up and you get those kill confirms, you can get unbelievable cheese with them. And now we've probably got the most controversial pick. Next, I'm putting Steven Universe. You see, the game's only been out for not even a month. It's been out for 3 weeks, so we don't know how good Steven Universe can be. I know I've seen some amazing combos in him, and with those shields and that zoning capability in twos is good. He can heal as well, and that watermelon person in twos can be good. It can be good, but it's mainly the shield combos and the kill confirms with up air and up B. These lead to some really good and interesting kills. He's a very wacky character. But when people realize his power, I think he's going to get a lot more use, and you're going to see him after the Bugs nerf, after the Velma nerf maybe, and maybe a Tom and Jerry adjustment and Batman. You're going to see a lot more Stevens in ones and twos. I think he can compete. Maybe a few tweaks here and there, and he can be an insane character. Next, we've got Raindog. Now again, if this was only a twos tier list, Raindog would be right at the top of B, right? Just because they're so big. If they were a bit smaller, A. But they're so big that in ones they can't compete. In 1v1 they can't compete. When you're playing with Raindog, you really need that, like you know, when you're playing 2v2s and you might go off in two separate 1v1s, you can't do that in Raindog. You need to be a really coordinated team. But saving the teammate, healing, slow projectiles, which sounds bad but it's good because more zoning space. He has a lot. Early kill confirms that side B. The only you become a projectile which is throwable. Very good character in twos. In ones, very interesting, but good character, very good. I think these characters right here are all characters which should stay exactly the same, or maybe get slight adjustments. In depends where they're balancing the game. If they could balance everyone around A tier right now and buff the B tier characters, or they could nerf the A tier characters a small bit and just destroy Bugs and kill everyone who plays him, because I hate Bugs Bunny. Now we have C tier, right, which is Taz is the top of C. Now he's getting a rework soon, right? Taz is getting a rework soon, so I reckon to see him middle of B. I reckon when they're going to be quite good with buffs and nerfs. They're not going to overbuff or overnerf people, I think. So I think when a character's getting changed, they're going to be bottom of A, top of B. I hope to see him there because he's very good. And then we have Harley Quinn just below. Now Harley Quinn was such a fall from grace. Was so good. And I just don't think she can compete in ones anymore. She has too much lag on all her moves. Really good combos and kill confirms though. Really good zoning, but just doesn't have. Why would you play Harley Quinn when you can play Bugs or Tom and Jerry? That is my question. Or Batman even with his projectile. Why? And yeah, she's an assassin, but that's when she takes more damage and she's so easy to kill, which is also why Arya's here. Arya is so easy to kill, and her sword is so small that she just doesn't. It's like a miniature Finn. She has good combos. I admit she's a very good combo character. She's one of my favorite, but in 2v2 she just can't keep up. In ones I'd put her middle of B, top of B, but she just is not good in twos because she just dies so early and doesn't have those massive sweeping hitboxes you want, like Tom and Jerry's massive hammer and the combos from Nair which last so long, and the big rockets, and Velma's tracking projectiles. Tom and Jerry's got Jerry, who literally is an entire character of his own. You don't have any of that on Arya. You just have your sword, and you a very small one at that. Now we have Garnet at D. Now I don't think she's bad. I think she's just too different to play versus all the other characters. She feels like a Superman without Superman cheese, without the throwing you off the side or off the top at 30% and you somehow dying, and the insane movement. Now she's good. She's got things that cancel out projectiles. She's got a tracking projectile herself, but she's too different. They need to give her a few changes, maybe a speed adjustment. and then she'll be very good. And super armor is good on her. She's a very good character, don't get me wrong. She's just too different. There's no reason to play her, in my opinion. All these characters in C, they have their unique things. Arias off the top kills with her dagger really early. Harley has her traps and her insane combo game. Taz, tornado. No, Taz has got, again, insane combo game, turning people into chickens. You can't attack you back. Why would you play Garnet? Why wouldn't you play Superman? It feels like a Wonder Woman. It feels like she's a bad love baby between them. And then we got the weird characters. Now, Iron Giant is going in the bottom of B because he's so weird. Now, a good Iron Giant can just lose. You just can lose your stock like this for no reason at all, and that is why Iron Giant goes there. You just lose the game somehow. But a bad Iron Giant or Iron Giant getting comboed or in disadvantage is awful. You can just keep attacking him because he's so big, but he's so heavy and doesn't die at the same time. That's why he's there. I think he's perfect. They shouldn't buff him. They shouldn't. Maybe give him a few tweaks so he doesn't have those instant 0 to deaths, but they've done that. And he can get overwhelmed, but he can be overwhelming. So I think he's so different again from all the other characters that your skill won't transition. If I'm playing Superman and I hop onto Wonder Woman, you know, I'm still going to be an amazing player. If I go from Iron Giant to Arya, it's going to be a bit weird because they're so big. But they struggle in ones because against characters like Finn, you just keep getting beaten up. Now we got LeBron. LeBron's going bottom of A because in twos he's got that pass mechanic. He's got the balls flying around everywhere, projectiles. Amazing character. But in ones he can struggle because he has his speed. But he's got 2 movesets. He's got a very diverse kit, got some good combos, good range. Again, he's a very, very strong character. So that's why he's bottom of A. And then for Rick and Morty, who aren't out yet, I reckon, this is my guesses, yeah? Rick is going to be in Bugs tier, right? Rick is going to be in Bugs tier. And Morty is going to be sitting as a perfectly bottom of A character. Or we'll put him top of B to make the tier list look more satisfying. There we go. That is it. That is my guesses. I reckon Rick's going to be in some sort of weird Bugs tier, or he'll be like right here as another mage. And I reckon Morty's going to be the perfect all-rounder character like Shaggy. They're my guesses. Obviously, they're not out yet, so we need to take them out of the tier list. But you guys, they're my guesses. Tell me if you think I got anything wrong or robbed any characters. I know we're going to have some Shaggy mains saying he's top of S tier. He's amazing. He's got everything. No, we're going to be having some like Steven Universe mains claiming he's #1 character in the game. But if you guys disagree with Bugs being #1, I would really like a written apology in the comments. I don't even want you to argue. Bugs is the #1 character. Play Bugs until he gets nerfed because he is a lot of fun. And for most of these characters, right? So for Bugs, Tom and Jerry. For Batman, for Finn, Wonder Woman, LeBron, Superman, Jake, Shaggy, Steven Universe, I have guides for all of them. Go on my channel and watch all my guides. Of course, I'm going to be asking you to do that. And make sure to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to sub if you learned anything. Tell me what you guys think of the tier list. I'm pretty sure this has got to be an accurate tier list. Maybe I'm robbing Garnet a bit with the D tier, but someone has to go here. Someone has to be in D tier, guys. So if we put her here, will you guys be happier? Tell me where you think Garnet should be, but I never see them anyway. But yeah. Tell me what you guys think of the tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please sub if you guys would like to sub and like to see content. There's at least 5 videos a week on this channel for Multiverses, so make sure to get on that. Tell me what character you want me to see play next. Tell me what tier list you want next, reviews you want next, anything you want. Multiverses what guide. I need some inspiration, so yeah, that'd be good. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you're having a good day, and peace.